Future dietitian. Me too. Remember how we talked about labor unions? Now let's talk about some employment acts and regulations that relate to labor unions. There are 3 labor acts that can be considered pro-union and 2 acts that can be considered anti-union or pro-management. This feels so controversial. First up, we're going to talk about the pro-union labor acts. First and foremost, we have the National Labor Relations Act, also called the Wagner Act. This guarantees that employees have the right to join a union, participate in collective bargaining, select their representation, and strike if necessary. Next up, we have the Fair Labor Standards Act. This is the one that outlawed child labor, set the minimum wage, established a 40-hour work week, and established record keeping. Last on the list of the pro-union employment acts, we have the Norris LaGuardia Act. This is the Anti-Injunction Act that prevents employers from forcing their employees to sign that they will not join a labor union. Moving on to the employment acts that can be considered anti-union or pro-management. First, we have the Labor Management and Relations Act, also called the Taft-Hartley Act. This specified unfair practices of labor unions, outlawed closed shops, and says that the U.S. president can stop a national strike for up to 80 days. Next, we have the Labor Management Reporting and Disclosure Act, also known as Landrum-Griffin. The purpose of this act was to regulate internal affairs by imposing a code of conduct for unions. It also protects union members from the unions misusing dues and pension funds.